History does not always repeat itself, but it often rhymes. You know, that's a quote that I want everybody listening to this to remember throughout the entire video. And it's supposed to be credited to Mark Twain, by the way. That's where it's sourced from. But I love the quote, and I think it perfectly has to do with Dragon Ball, especially right now in this arc, especially dealing with the Tournament of Power. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It's primarily a Dragon Ball channel. And definitely listen to this video, because I think Cell still has a chance at coming back in this arc, in this tournament, to fight. And I think I have some pretty good reasons why. So, remember the quote, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. Alright, a lot of things about this arc have been very similar to the Cell arc. A lot of people have said that. A lot of people have been like, wow, this is a Cell arc reference. Wow, this is so similar. Goku being so calm, having confidence in Gohan. Gohan apparently achieving a new form. We have the androids back. The androids have a lot of emphasis on them, all right? And, you know, we even had that funny thing the other day where, you know, Goku brings that little space poacher guy. He brings him up to King Kai's planet, you know, for him to blow up. And then everybody automatically was like, oh, that was a reference to Cell going over there, blowing up his planet. Everybody thought it was funny, okay? So there's lots of references to the Cell arc. And especially, you know, with the Gohan thing and the androids. But here's the thing. You know, the Cell saga, you know, the Cell games were a tournament. That's another thing, too, people got to remember. We're entering a tournament. I know Frieza has been breaking the internet. And you know, everybody's like, all right, Frieza's back. Frieza's fighting. And the title of episode 93 does say, Frieza, you're the 10th warrior. But that does not 100% guarantee Frieza's going to say yes. And yes, we can speculate on how Beerus is going to influence Frieza to do it. Beerus can threaten him and all these things. And everybody's like, you know, kind of going along board with, oh, well, yeah, it seems plausible then. Beerus can threaten to, you know, Hakai him, destroy him right there. They can offer him life again as long as they're good. There's lots of ways to make it seem like Frieza can come back. But with the way they've been trolling us recently in Dragon Ball, and the way that, like, they've kind of given us one thing, like hinting towards one thing, and then completely given us another, like we knew a female Broly was coming, right? And then the first female Saiyan they introduce is Caulifla. They introduce Kale after. So it could be the same thing where they're introducing Frieza, giving us Cell after. With the way things are going, check out this episode 94 title. Now, this is something I'm just making up. It's a theory, and like it just wouldn't surprise me if this happened. Imagine an episode 94 title. Frieza says no, let's ask Cell. That would break the internet even further. That would make everybody go crazy. Cell coming back, I mean, first of all, there's a lot of epic moments in Dragon Ball. There's a lot of epic moments in Dragon Ball Z, GT, all that. But let me tell you something. One thing that sticks in the hearts and minds and souls of everybody is when Gohan defeated Cell and, you know, had Goku behind him. Gohan was the strongest character at the time. Like, there was just such epicness, and it was just such a great moment. And, you know, there's been things where I've read, and I'm sure other people have seen too, where that's really where they wanted to kind of like end things, you know, give Gohan more of a boost throughout the rest of the series. And Cell, his personality, Cell's personality would be so much more perfect than Frieza's. And perfect, I can see Cell saying, oh, I'm even more perfect than before. Now I'm truly perfect. I thought I was perfect before. We don't know what Cell's been doing in hell. Cell's definitely down there in hell with Frieza, don't get me wrong. So that's the thing too. While they're down there in hell, who's to say, hey, you know who else is down here that's probably really strong right now? Cell. Could you imagine after all these years, if Cell hasn't been in a cocoon like Frieza, if Cell's been able to train? This guy has all the biological parts, you know, of everybody. This guy can regenerate. This guy can go Super Saiyan. He could have unlocked like a Super Saiyan 3 kind of form for himself. He could have achieved a golden form like Frieza. This guy could be a Super Saiyan God, golden Cell. I mean, this guy's power, he could easily come back. Easily. Maybe arguably too, but easily come back as the strongest character. Easily come back top 5, top 3. Easily be stronger than everybody except minus, like, with how strong they've given, you know, or gotten, you know, Gohan, Vegeta, Goku, you know, basically these gods, they have mystic form and, you know, blue ki. But Cell will definitely be up there. I guarantee he'd be stronger than Frieza, that's for sure. After all those years of training, Frieza 4 months turns golden. Imagine Cell after all these years. And Cell isn't like, dude, Cell is actually a fighter. Cell is tactical. Cell, he has, you know, Piccolo's genes, Vegeta's, Goku. He loves the fight. He loves testing his power. And what better way to test his power than in the Tournament of Power? Cell, yeah, he had his motive to destroy the world, blah, blah, blah. But what was more important to him? Yo, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have seen it too. The meme of Cell, and they say, oh, Cell was the realest dude ever. He literally posted up for a week waiting for people to catch his fade. Hey, that's true. Hey, Cell was a warrior. He was a competitive person, man. Cell always wanted to test himself. Cell loved the fight. He loved the thrill of getting stronger. And, you know, Goku going up to these guys, hey, wouldn't you want to test yourself and, you know, fight strong guys? Yo, that is Cell. Cell 100% to the T would be like, yo, let me in. Tag me in. I want to go in and see how I fare against all these other guys. But hey, promise me one thing, Goku. As soon as we're done, I want a rematch with you. Or hey, I want a rematch with your son Gohan because he killed me. And the thing is, if he's only on, you know, Earth, or not even Earth, but, you know, the whole world of Void thing, the realm of Void, no time and all that. If he's only there for a temporary amount of time, it's not like he's going to come back as a villain. It's going to be dramatic either way, let me tell you. If Cell comes back, imagine it, dude, they brought back 17. Cell, I mean, well, you know, Cell 17 and 18, you know, them three. That's where I'm getting at. Cell had to absorb these guys before. Now he's supposed to work alongside them. Cell teaming up with the androids to save the universe. Cell teaming up with the androids and Gohan, who killed him, to save the universe. And look, Cell, it's basically, it's like his turn for it to be his saga, if you think about it. The first thing we did was, you know, we had Beerus. All right, introduces the whole series. But then we have Frieza. Okay, we literally brought back Frieza. I did a video called The Parallels of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. And, you know, I talk about how there's so many things that are similar. And I'm sure everybody has noticed these similarities. But if you look at it, here's the order that is mainly going to get to the point. Frieza appears. Frieza's an enemy. We beat Frieza. What happens after Frieza in both Z and Super? Like, that's a major arc. Trunks comes. Trunks comes in both of them. Then the androids get introduced. Cell comes. Look. And what comes after the Cell arc? You know, the Buu saga. So, we're obviously going to have that Buu saga. And it's, you know, there's been some interviews with Toyotaro recently that people have revealed. And it talks about how, you know, the time where Super and Z, the time where they're about to merge is coming very soon. And a lot of people are thinking it's going to come right after this tournament. We just had another reference to Oob. And I've said this before, and I'm going to continue saying it. Majin Buu is going to have a lot of spotlight in the Oob arc. I mean, Oob is Buu. Oob, it's basically like having another Boo Saga, except you flip the letters around and turn it Oob. Oob, that's going to be just another way of them kind of like redoing it in a sense. And then if that's the case and that's the order, then it makes perfect sense. Frieza, Trunks, Cell's coming back, and then Oob/Boo Saga. Okay? Cell would be awesome. Cell would be brilliant. I could see Cell just doing work and just knocking people out, and then Cell would just be so freaking strong, man. Oh, wow. Cell would just be so powerful. So, hey, who knows? Cell could disappear at any second. You know, I talked about this about Frieza before. How Frieza, realistically, who knows how the physics of, you know, the world of Void is going to work, and if the magic, or however they're resurrected, if it's going to even work there, you know. Cell, just like Frieza, he could be over there. He could outstrain his body to the point where he disappears and goes back to hell. His time limit can run out. There's a lot of things to where he can just randomly disappear or become super weak, and that would freaking suck. But it is what it is. It would add more drama either way. Cell's just another character that, hey, if that happens, it's drama. Just like how I was saying with Frieza. You know, Cell, if he turns on the team, that could be drama. Yo, speaking of drama, what if Cell does something that just like reminisces with, I don't know, Gohan in his head? Just whatever it is Cell does, that's what ticks Gohan off, and that's what ticks Gohan to his new level of power, or unleashes this temporary power that we've been waiting for. And it would be so cool and just so flashbacky, and I mean, that would just be awesome. It would do Gohan justice. I think that thing would, it would sell. I mean, you're going to sell toys. You're going to sell the fans. It's going to break the internet. The hype would be so real. I'm telling you, episode 94 title, if it was to happen, something like this. Frieza says no, let's ask Cell. Yo, I don't know. It doesn't matter when it is. As long if Cell's mentioned at all, people are going to flip. People are going to go crazy. And this is something, hey, expect the unexpected with Dragon Ball. We've had some curveballs. We've had some sliders. We've had these new characters coming back. Cell's the only guy that hasn't like really made an official appearance again. Think about it. Yeah, I mean, we've brought back Saiyans. I mean, it's not like, Raditz or Nappa have come back. But, the main guys. Vegeta's been here. He's an OG now. We have Majin Buu still, obviously. Oob's coming back. We had Frieza come back. We had Trunks come back. We've had all these appearances, man. But Cell, if Cell came back, that would light the series on fire. That would put the tournament on fire, man. I'm telling you, I think Cell would be better than Frieza. I think it would be great. The dude loves to fight. He's had years of training. And hey, just remember, like, history doesn't always repeat itself, but it rhymes. And hey, everything's been rhyming about this arc so far. And, the Cell Saga. So many similarities. And who knows, the androids in Cell could be our way to victory. They could be our way of seeing Gohan unleash potential. But no matter what, though, man, seeing like a super powered up Cell, that'd be cool. I think a lot of people would see it. Hey, thank God he's not a villain, because this dude's going to be strong if he comes back, okay? But, I know this was a little longer of a video. If you stuck around and listened, hey, let me know if you thought I had some good points. Let me know if you think Cell coming back would be cool. Please subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming out. We're not going away anytime soon. If you love Dragon Ball, give this video a like. Spread this video. Thank you.